In this episode, I'm gonna help you get rid of these when you are traveling for work. And I'm gonna do it in an airplane coach seat. Stay tuned. Hey guys, this is Mads again. This is a channel where we explore smart tools and tricks for collaboration and teamwork to make you guys work better together and get more done and have more fun. Today, I want to show you how to get rid of receipts while you're traveling for work. Receipts to me is one of the most tedious things to keep track of. I want to look at everything else but the receipts, and what always happens is I take these receipts, I stuff them in my pocket like this, and then I forget about them. Next time I see them is when they come out of the washing machine, shaped like a little ball. So I'm gonna show you a super smart trick that everyone can do, even in a coach airplane seat. Stay tuned.
Everybody strap in! We're about to open some fucking windows.
Okay, so now I got my meal. I made sure to get the receipt, and now I need to get it logged before I just toss it away or stuff it in my pocket and it's lost forever. I want to get these 11 euros 50s reimbursed on my expense form. Let's check out how fast I can do that, even before I have my meal. The simplest thing to do would be a regular photo, but those quickly get lost between more interesting stuff on my phone. I'll use the OneNote app on my iOS device instead. Let's start a screen recording and see how. Swiping into the Work Apps page on my phone, I got OneNote in an easy to tap position. Being in the air without data, I'm told I need to turn off airplane mode, but that's okay. I can do what I want here without data. OneNote will sync later. OneNote is already on the right page because my last use was adding a previous receipt for my travel. But I tap back to confirm, and you can see I'm in my private work notebook under a section dedicated to tracking expense. This receipt was related to an event called Go Greece, so I'll pop back into that page to add my receipt. On the page, the trick is to be able to tap some white space below the previous receipt. I like to get them in chronological order on the page because it makes it easier to summarize them later. It's slightly annoying that this brings up the keyboard and covers the place I tapped, but the receipt will land in the right place now, as you can see with a tiny scroll. Now, I'll tap the camera button and then Take Picture. Take Picture brings up the camera, where I have some options. Either use document or whiteboard, depending on the contrast of the print of the receipt. Notice that I've intentionally placed the receipt on a background with a different color. This makes it more likely that OneNote will find the paper edges automatically. Once I hit the camera button, OneNote will allow me to correct the edges. OneNote found the edge of the paper in the best light, but missed the left edge completely, so I'll have to fiddle a bit to correct that part. With the corners corrected, I tap the check mark in the upper right corner, and I get to review the whiteboard processed receipt. I managed to capture a clearly readable vendor, date, and amount, so I'm happy to tap the check mark again to add this to my OneNote expense page for this trip. It will be nicely ordered just after my previous receipt. In another episode, I'll show you how I process all of this in the safe realm of my quiet desk. But I'm done for now, and I can toss the receipt and go on enjoying my luscious coach seat airplane lunch. Alright guys, so that was done. Today's question is, how do you do your receipts when you're traveling? Do you have a super smart solution? Put it down here in the comments. Ta-ta!